Hey Third Eye Tribe, and welcome back to Third Eye Tarot. So in today's video, we'll be exploring another one of the major arcana cards, and we'll be doing a deep dive into the Hermit. So the Hermit card is given the number 9 in the cards of the major arcana, and is the tarot card that represents the zodiac sign of Virgo. So just as Virgo aims for perfection, so is the Hermit focusing on his mission of inward reflection. As an earth sign, Virgos and Hermits seek contact with the divine through the renunciation of earthly pleasures. The Hermit is many times considered to be the magician who has grown old. Being the ruler of Virgo, Mercury is also linked to the Magician card. Being the 9th chapter of the Fool's Journey, the Hermit has understood that the reason and technical know-how is not enough for spiritual understanding, and he now seeks an inner path to spiritual enlightenment. So when the Hermit card appears during a tarot card reading, he represents reflection, wisdom and prudence, solitude, soul-searching, consideration, and a period of inaction. In the Rider-Waite tarot deck, the Hermit tarot card shows an old man wearing a long, dreary grey cloak, standing all alone on the peak of a mountain. He is looking down into the space below, and in one hand he holds a lantern and in other a staff. Inside the lantern shines a star with 6 points, which is the seal of Solomon, which represents his wisdom, while the staff depicts his authority, power, and shows us he is indeed a very wise one. So when the Hermit card appears in a general reading, it asks you to take some time out for yourself. Remove yourself from your problems, look at them objectively, and weigh the different solutions before you. It signals a time in your life where you have to go within to seek the light of inner wisdom, to guide you in the correct direction. The answer here may not come to you immediately, but be assured it will come to you eventually. Go away from the clutter and clamor of everyday life and meditate to discover the ways of careful deliberation, self-knowledge, and prudence in thought and deed. For what you learn during this time will light your world like a lantern when you return. If the Hermit card is pulled in the reverse position during a tarot card reading, here it signals something completely different. So instead of finding enlightenment in your solitude or seclusion, it signals a time that perhaps you're out of reach with the real world and you've found yourself in a lonely slump that you're not willing to step out of. For others, it could also signal a period of lies, misguided ideals, or misinformation. So if the Hermit card appears during a business or career-related reading, it could imply that you feel unsupported and alone in your working environment. Maybe it's time to start something on your own or do freelancing. For working in a company or organization may just not be your cup of tea. You need to discover how best to develop yourself and what really matters to you. Withdrawing at this time and connecting with your inner self will give you some of the insight you need at this time. Where finances is concerned, the Hermit card here may signify that perhaps you need to let go of your attachment to some of your financial issues and take some time to withdraw from the material world because it's highly important, so you can focus on your inner life and spiritual path and develop yourself from within. If this card is pulled for a relationship or love-related reading, it could imply a time that you may be feeling alone or unsupported in your relationship. You may feel as though you are taking on all the responsibility of sorting out any and all issues that arise in your relationship. You also may not feel up to socializing or even going out on dates with your partner. And so the Hermit card appears here to ask you to introspect about how you got into this space. Stop relying on others for your happiness and go deep to answer some of these questions for yourself. For those who are single, when the Hermit card appears here, it signals a time where you need to fall deeply in love with your spiritual self. Perhaps you need some solitude to peep out your own self, to discover more about you and what you desire out of your future partner. Remember, this is not a negative card, but simply implies you need to get some me time before you decide to push forward again. If the Hermit card appears during a health or well-being reading, it signals a time that you'll need to go deep within, spend some alone time in nature, meditate, or put your mind to rest. You could be feeling drained after too much of work, and the mental exhaustion is burning you out. You may be losing weight or turning into a hypochondriac and feeling older and worn out than you actually are. Those who are experiencing some type of body ache should also turn to spiritual healing like Reiki and energy block removals instead of going the self-medicating route. And so that was all I have to say about the Hermit card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you found the video very interesting and informative. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with some of your friends in the tarot community. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye for now.